Most 12th grade students will say that their senior year of high school is supposed to be fun, but many seniors end up spending their time stressed out about a test.
TAKS was removed. We would be able to prepare ourselves for college much better.
I feel as though TAKS has interfered with the curriculum because it's like one day you're studying one thing and then the next day it's TAKS.
Over the years, sentiments on whether or not students should have to take a TAKS test to graduate have grown. Many high school students feel that the TAKS test is an exam that inaccurately tells how much a student knows.
I don't think that the TAKS test should be, we have to pass it to get into college, because one test shouldn't, determine your future.
Who can tell me what a fact is?
Some students say the TAKS test robs them of a good education because teachers tend to teach the test rather than the subject.
The TAKS basically tests a student's background. The TAKS test accurately reflects whether the child has two parents at home, whether they're middle income, high income. It's a test for the parent's lifestyle, not what the child can truly do.
I do believe that we should go to the end of course exam because I can only speak for myself. I wasn't enrolled in all advanced classes, and everything that was on the TAKS test was taught to me in 8th and 9th grade. And so I was, I had to catch up. Well, I had to go back in order to catch up to be able to take the TAKS test. As opposed to if we were able to take the end of course exam, opposed to TAKS, it will be easier because you're taking the test over what is already being taught.
Still, other students and teachers feel that no matter what type of test, one exam should not determine whether a student graduates.
What if I didn't have a real biology teacher, which in my case I didn't, and that's on the test? Then what I have to do? You have to teach yourself 2 weeks. I'm going to use my situation. I took the 2 to 3 weeks before TAKS, reading straight out the textbook. Good thing that they do provide the textbook for you, but not all kids get that. I went on my own will to go and ask a teacher, a science teacher, for a math and science textbook to better myself. But all kids aren't going to do that. All kids aren't thinking of that. So that's wrong. And then they failed. Now they have to come back over the summertime before they can apply to colleges and all kind of madness, and that's wrong.
The majority of teachers and students I spoke with agree that the TAKS test may cause additional stress and say an end-of-course exam would more accurately measure a student's potential rather than a TAKS test. Therefore, they believe the TAKS test should be abolished and replaced with end-of-course exams.
The TAKS test, I don't know, it's like very stressful. Like towards the end of the semester, you're really focused on TAKS tests instead of your other classes. So it's like really hard for you to do other work because you're so stressed out about TAKS.
I just feel it's completely unfair that a student has to base their diploma on one day in one school year, and that everything hinges on that one day, whether they get to graduate or not.
In Beaumont, Victoria Obioma, Ozan Magnet High School.